One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffaloes offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Sun Devils offense has its first opportunity of the day. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest window.
Turning it on! We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To throw, it's Levin. Finds the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field. Pulls and fires complete. Back down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Direct snap. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Hand off to the lone back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. So now on comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud. These fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Welch. Continues to fight for yards. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Lewis to throw. Gets open down the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
The give to the back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more.
Oh, he's got some space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucs! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Levitt. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. It's Butler. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. Now, they love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Buffaloes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Lewis wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellows, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Miller. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Welsh. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Just
there he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Makes the catch. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Moss. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Butler. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught in the backfield, it's Udo. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quick strike complete. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. One more before halftime. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Cush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think again, if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Levin. Got a man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Butler. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And the Sun Devils are flying down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught close to the marker, it's Moss. Touchdown, Sun Devils! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The inside handoff. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Colorado! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The offense set for a first down play.
Let's go!
Red pass, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
They said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see him back it up on the field.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Levin. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. They make the tackle. Just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pushes toward the goal line. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And he makes the extra point. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gonna run it. It's Welch. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The give out of the gun. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pocket breaking down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Lewis to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive.
To the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Each play has a life and history of its own. And you want to talk about two opposite plays. Offense grabs momentum, defense takes it back.
And the game's always like that, isn't it? It's back and forth. Sometimes they get you, sometimes you get them. Nice job by the defense being ready for the next play. Don't worry about the play before when you gave up some yards. Nice job answering and getting the tackle for a loss with the sack.
This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Trying to ball his way in. And he will score! Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for 2. You got to have a 2-point play dialed up right now. What can you run you feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock?
Wants to throw. It's Levin. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a big play by this defense. You give up the touchdown. You don't get discouraged. You bow up. Tight coverage on the 2-point conversion. And now, more importantly, you still have the lead late in this football game.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And right now, you still have a 2-point lead, David, but you have to be aggressive. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Buffaloes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
No good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
All right, there's still life in the opponent because this team just had a chance to pad their lead with that field goal try. They knock it off the post. We've still got a good ball game.
Back to throw. It's Levitt. Lines is back in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.